Hi guys, Jesse from Fulla Strength and Conditioning here with tip number 14 of my 90 fitness tips in 90 days. Really excited about this one as well. It's something that's carrying on with the trend and the theme of the last few videos. It's about nutrition. And this one's going to be a really easy and digestible way for you to hopefully identify where you're currently at and what changes, if any, that you need to make. So this one here, it's all about identifying and finding a baseline of where your nutrition currently sits. So what I mean by the baseline is, what is your current weight doing? Okay, and what has it been doing over the last 4, 6, 8 weeks? Has it stayed the same? Have you gone up in weight? Have you lost weight? So I want you to think of what you've done over the last maybe 4 weeks. Use that time frame as sort of your guide and just figure out what your weight's been doing. Have you increased, decreased, or maintained your current weight? So with this information, you'll be able to identify if you're increasing weight. You'll be able to identify going forwards from now, what is the cause and what's the trigger behind it. Okay, so a lot of times when people make nutritional changes or they go on a diet to lose weight, they make a lot of changes at once. And this is where you get the yo-yo effect. You make a lot of changes, you lose weight, you can't maintain it, and you gain the weight again. So it's that yo-yo effect. You go down, you go up, and so forth. So what you need to do is make a nutritional baseline. So identify where you're currently at. Give it 2 weeks. See what your body weight does from here. If you increase your total weight, and that's not your goal, you know you'll have to decrease your total calorie intake. If you're decreasing weight and you want to increase your total weight, you need to do the opposite. You need to increase your total calorie intake. All right, and the way that you go about making these adjustments is very subtle. Okay, very subtle. So if you're not losing weight over the next 2 weeks, what you need to do is have a look at the overall scheme of what you're eating. And identify, are there a lot of carbohydrates? Is there a lot of fruit and veg, or is there not enough? Are you eating a lot of sweets and snacks, so sugars and fats? And how much protein are you having? All right, that's a really easy way for you to identify where you currently sit and then what changes you need to make. Okay, my recommendation is to not make wholesale changes. Make maybe 2 changes at a time. Okay, the reason we do 2 is that it's going to be sustainable long term. If you try and flip everything on its head, it's not going to last. It's not going to work for a long period of time. It will not be sustainable. So my recommendations are, find out where you currently sit, what your weight is at, and then make 2 adjustments, 1 or 2. You can change as little or as many as you want, but the fewer adjustments you make, the more likely you are to succeed and keep them long term. With the changes that you make, the 1 or 2 changes, you need to implement them for a period, I would say, of 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a good amount of time for the body to adapt to what you've changed and also to make changes to the body. So it'll give you time to adjust with your hunger levels, the amount of total calories that you're intaking over the week or the fortnight rather, to see if weight's going to go up or down depending on your goals. And then once again, you do a review. You have a look where you're currently at. Have I lost the weight? Have I increased the weight? Depending on your goal, then you make small changes from there. Let's say, for example, you made some changes and you wanted to lose weight and you haven't. Then you would make another small tweak. You would change something even further to try and make that progress a little bit quicker. Still using that fortnight rule so you can maintain it long term. So you see, guys, it's not rocket science. Nutrition and the foods you intake should be done on a systematic approach. Should be done. We at Fulla Strength and Conditioning use the precision nutrition protocol, which is habit-based nutrition practices. So it means that we're trying to implement them long term. If you can adhere to them and tick the box 9 out of 10 times, you will keep the weight off long term. Okay, so recapping, find your nutritional baseline, where you're currently at, where your weight is. Are you increasing, decreasing, or maintaining your current weight? Make 1 or 2 changes to where you're currently sitting. See where that goes over a 2-week period. Do you increase, decrease, or maintain your current weight? From there, you will make further modifications. Increase vegetable intake, maybe increase or decrease fruit intake, increase protein intake or frequency, and then it might be things like reducing the sweets, the sugars, the liquids, so it might be alcohol, things like that. Okay, so that's it, guys. Tip number 14, find your nutritional baseline and then make small alterations from there, okay? It doesn't need to be wholesale changes. A couple bits here and there add up a long way over the period of a fortnight, over a month, over 6 months, over a year, okay? Find those little wins, incorporate them, and use them to your advantage, okay, guys? It's going to be a bit of trial and error and a bit of experimentation, but only you can find what is best for your body through a little bit of trial and error, okay? Small changes, not wholesale changes. That is the big takeaway point, okay? Until tomorrow, guys, enjoy the rest of your day and find your nutritional baseline. Bye-bye.